everybody, what's up? Kevin here from My Song of the Day, Rock 2000 to Today YouTube channel, and today we're going to be doing an album review on Ammo by Bring Me the Horizon. So here's how this video is going to go, just to give you a quick rundown. First, I'm going to go through the band, talk about them a little bit, not too much. Then we're going to go through each song at a time, one by one, give you our thoughts, what we think, and then we're going to rate the band's album on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best, and of course we're going to tell you why. So let's get on into it, shall we? So we first heard that Bring Me the Horizon was coming out with a new album in January 2019 when they released Mantra, the first single off of the album in 2018. Now when I heard that single, I thought, whoa, this is interesting, and it was incredibly good in my opinion, and I was super excited for this album to come out. And in our 2019 year in preview, I said, you know what? This actually is an early contender right now for Album of the Year. And I thought that might be the case, but let's see what actually happened as the album came out and we go through it song by song, shall we? I apologize if you feel something was the first song on this album. And after I listened to it, I was very concerned for the rest of the album because this was not Bring Me the Horizon. This sounded much different, and the reason why I say this wasn't Bring Me the Horizon, even though it clearly was, is the fact that their core sound is completely gone. This one had a more electronic feel, a more poppy vibe, and I thought this is kind of unnerving, mostly because I thought this was going to be the album of the year going into 2019, a big contender for it, and with this I thought, wait, what? What is this? This is not Bring Me the Horizon. I kind of hope this album gets turned around, but it did not get off to a strong foot for me. Mantra was the lead single off this album that came out in August 2018, and this is the one that I absolutely love. This is my favorite song off of the album. That's because when it comes to this song, it has that really rapid drum beat in the beginning, and it gets you hooked. Then you get into the guitar part. It's got a little bit more of electronic distortion than normal, but it really works well here. And Ollie's voice, when it comes to the verses where it's a little more calm and eerie, and then when it's just full-on singing in the chorus, yeah, that's a good song. This was one of my picks for best song of 2018, and I was hoping that that Ammo would actually just kind of follow Mantra's suit, because Mantra took that hard rock sound that they really hadn't done much with. They were more metal throughout the whole entire discography that they've had so far, and they kind of played with a more hard rock sound here, and I thought this was a great take by the band, and I really liked this song. When I first heard Nihilist Blues the day before the album came out, I kind of was disgusted by it, because I thought, wait, is this an EDM track? No, this can't be Bring Me the Horizon. No, they wouldn't do that. Wait, this is? This one I kept saying, what the hell are you guys doing? I could not believe that this track actually existed. It had me kind of freaking out and kind of bringing up the thoughts of, did this band sell out? Did Bring Me the Horizon sell out? Because there is no rock music in this whatsoever. There is no Bring Me the Horizon sound. Their core is completely stripped. This is all EDM, and I just could not believe it. This is a song that's going to be popular among the crowd, among the popular, crowd, basically, as I said, among the crowd, but it just really was a horrible choice, honestly. It makes no sense whatsoever. I thought this was a horrible choice once again, and this was the thing where I thought, oh man, I hope this is a one-off thing. I hope to God this is a one-off thing, because this should not be Bring Me the Horizon. It just shouldn't. In the Dark was kind of one of those electronic-y alt-rock sounds, and after I heard it, I kind of put my hands in my face and went, please don't tell me Bring Me the Horizon sold out. Please don't, because they are literally, after Nihilist Blues and this one, just pandering to that popular artist and popular song community. It's just like, no, please don't. You built up this great fan base with that classic sound that you guys have, and you've completely stripped it away to this point, except for Mantra, and it's gone. It's completely gone. I was kind of livid at this point and thought about shutting the whole album off and just thought, you know what, it's not worth it. I saw what song was coming up next and I thought, okay, there might be some redemption here. Wonderful Life was the second single off the album. At this point I thought, okay, now I'm a little bit more relaxed, because this is what I wanted and expected out of Bring Me the Horizon. That hard rock sound, good guitar work, a great beat on the drums, and Ollie's voice from singing to screaming. Now, this was that hard rock sound that they experimented with from Mantra and kind of had their own core still there as well. I was hoping that the rest of the album was going to be like that, and that Nihilist Blues and whatever the other one was. I don't even want to say it at this point. They thought they was going to be, they were going to be kind of off to the side, and it was going to be another hard rock album. So I'm like, okay, now I'm getting into it a little bit more. Let's go to the next song and see what happens. Ouch was a song that ended up being mostly instrumental, but when it was mostly instrumental, it was mostly EDM and pop rock sounding, and I just thought, oh boy. What I was hoping for was that the rest of the album was going to be more like the singles that were coming out at the beginning of Ammo's release, but it ended up being more like the songs that were in Ammo that really hadn't come out yet, more that poppy EDM kind of vibe. The female sounding voice there, I don't think did well in here because I don't think Ali was even featured in this one at all, and this song sounded like it would be perfect for some kind of commercial, and I just thought, this is going to be a pass. Just pass it along. Pass it along. Medicine is a song where Ali's voice really shined because they let him show his range. Now, this was more pop-centric and just kind of that smoother sounding vocals instead of the hard rock and metal sound that we all know and love, and we know that he's able to produce. Now, it showed that Ali had range. His vocals were very good on Medicine. I am not going to mince words. However, I didn't like what else happened with the band here because it sounded like the band was taking a complete backseat to Ali and his vocals. Now, I'm concerned here because this was not Bring Me the Horizon. This was not a band effort. This sounded like the Ali experience with the guys that played in Bring Me the Horizon, just backing him up very so slightly. And I just thought, man, I hope that doesn't keep happening because the band's good. Don't mess with it. And get back that classic sound and get back your core sound, which was not here. I can't stand when bands do it when they experiment, but completely strip everything away of their sound. Keep something of that core sound in there. But they didn't. They didn't. Sugar, Honey, Ice, and Tea is probably my favorite song in the album that wasn't one of the singles and wasn't Mantra. Now, this is because this is the kind of experimentation that I really like from Bring Me the Horizon. They went less metal on this one, but they went more with that rock sound. The song was a faster pace, the drum beat, faster pace, and it actually sounded like it was a rock song. And I thought, yeah, this was a good one. As I listened through the album a couple more times because, have to do it for the music video and have to do it for the review, I thought, you know what? This is definitely going to be the song that's going to have repeat listening, is going to be one that keeps getting listened to over and over again. Not as much as Mantra, but probably about as much as Wonderful Life on my end because, shoot, this was actually a good song and a good experiment from the band. Why You Gotta Kick Me When I'm Down was a pop rock experiment song for the band, which I thought, oh, this was interesting. I'm not sure how this works, but whatever. It sounded like it was a mixture of the styles of the current Imagine Dragons style and 21 Pilots, both of which I am not big fans of, so of course I was not a big fan of the move. It sounded a little darker like a 21 Pilots song, more influence than Imagine Dragons, but both sounds were still there, and what I'm trying to get at is it was more of a pop rock sounding song, which I thought, that's not the best. However, Ali's voice is very prominently featured on this track, and it shows that he can do it. So I really liked that use of it because his voice worked well with the track that was produced. I didn't necessarily like the track, but I liked how his voice sounded on it through and through. Fresh Bruises was more of a psychedelic rock song kind of experiment that Bring Me the Horizon did. One thing I really like in this song was the snare drum beat, because normally when you get a beat from the drums, you get that bass drum. No, they were using the snare drum for this one, which I thought was incredibly interesting. However, it was a very psychedelic song and had psychedelic influences, if psychedelic was prominent in the year 2019. It had that kind of relaxed weed smoking vibe, which again, I'm not the biggest fan of, and I didn't think Bring Me the Horizon was actually going to do something close to this. But as I think about it, I actually do respect the band for doing something like this because it is more out of the box and it doesn't necessarily go towards that pop-centric sound and kind of that sellout area. It goes more towards, we're going to experiment with something completely different and see what happens. So I didn't necessarily like the song as a whole. I liked bits and pieces of it, especially that snare drum beat part, but I do respect the experimentation on this one. I gotta give him a thumbs up for trying something completely wacky here. Mother Tongue, man, after I heard this song, I thought, wait, what the hell are you guys actually doing? What is this? I can't explain it. When I listen to it more and more, I finally pinpointed it. This is Muse's Simulation Theory rolled up into one and having a baby with the Chainsmokers. That's what it sounds like here, and I just thought, man, this was a not a good move for the band, because there is no Bring Me the Horizon here. It is just kind of Ollie belting it out and just kind of going off with it. You can tell this is definitely a love song towards the love in his life. And as I listen to it more and more, yes, I dislike the song, but on this one, I really do like Ollie's voice because, again, it shows that range and it shows, man, this dude really does have an incredible voice. So I'm not going to knock him for that. I've been listening a little bit here and there more and more because of the vocals in this one. But outside of that, I just really don't like that Chainsmokers vibe for a metal band. It just throws me completely off, and I just don't think it was a good move by them. I really don't. Heavy Metal was a song I thought, man, with a name like that, hopefully this is going to bring it back for me, kind of give that album just that one little more push. It's going to be like, yeah, I like this, let's go. But in the end, I thought this was almost a carbon copy to Muse's Simulation Theory, which, again, I'm not knocking the band for experimenting with Muse because I like the Muse sound at times. It's not a bad sound, and we have done a review on Simulation Theory before. But Ollie's voice in this one, it sounded like it was electronically enhanced by some auto-tune, and I really didn't care for it. Again, this was an experimentation I thought was better done than other experimentation that they've done, but still, I don't think it was up to par because it really did strip that core Bring Me the Horizon sound completely out of it, like most of these experimentations have to this point. I don't know what to say except that violin intro, man, that was one hell of an intro, and it got my ears perked up the first time I heard it. I thought this was a great opportunity to do something amazing with this. Let's hear what they got, and they end up going with a song style similar to what Muse did, and I'm like, man, why did you do this? This was a great opportunity to have that violin intro mixed with some metal, and you could have had one hell of a song and potentially could have had the best song of the whole entire year off of something like that. I was pumped for something like that, but no, I get another experimentation with a sound that's similar to Muse, not really having that Bring Me the Horizon sound at all in there. And again, I was just disappointed. I still like that violin intro, but overall, I was pretty disappointed with this one because there was an opportunity there. You could have seized it, yet you played it safe with a Muse influence. I'm just like, man, you had it. You had it. All right, time to give our rating on the album, and I'm going to give Ammo by Bring Me the Horizon a 4 out of 10. Overall, this album was a huge disappointment from Bring Me the Horizon, especially because I said this might be one of the best albums of 2019, and it clearly is not. I did a review on Strength and Numbers by the Fever 333, and that album blows this one way out of the water. So Ammo, of course, you're not going to get it at this point. There are parts of Ammo I do like, though. I thought Mantra was one of the best songs of 2018 when it came out as a single, and that's because it had that hard rock sound. But it was also influenced by their metal sounds. They kept that core sound and they just kind of experimented with styles, and it really worked well. I have it on my workout playlist and I listen to it all the time. I do enjoy Wonderful Life, and I thought Sugar, Honey, Ice, and Tea was one of the best songs on this album because they took that core and they experimented with that core, but they didn't lose what their sound was. On the rest of the album, though, they either took that core, wiped it away, and used like a Muse influence sound that just really didn't work, or they went all pop EDM, and I thought, man, this was not good. Again, I'm not going to knock the band's use of experimentation because when they did experiment, there are some points of it where, like, on some songs, I thought, you know what? This part is good. Ollie's voice here sounds really nice. It works well in this part, but for the majority, I did not really care for all that experimentation because they took their core sound and completely stripped it away and started with something that was more pop-centric and maybe to sell more albums. I don't know. When I've been talking with a couple of people about, what did you think of the album? What did you think of the album? I keep seeing sell out. And do I think they sold out on this one? I kind of have to agree with them because of the EDM track, the pop-centric tracks, the one that sounds like Imagine Dragons mixed with 21 Pilots. I mean, I have to think that. I can't help it. One other concern I have for this is Ollie really taking influence over the band heavily and turning into something that it's not and becoming just like the Ollie experience featuring the guys from Bring Me the Horizon? I have seen other bands accused of this. One of our guys, or our friends actually over at ARTV, accused Jared Leto and 30 Seconds to Mars of this. Why I like 30 Seconds to Mars, I don't want to really go into it, but I think that accusation could definitely file into here, and that this band is kind of being taken over by the lead singer. Overall, did not like the album. Huge disappointment. There are some tracks on it that are pretty good, but doesn't really warrant repeat viewing unless you're going to look at very specific tracks. Alright, that's it for me. Thank you for watching the My Song of the Day Rock 2000 to Today album review on Ammo by Bring Me the Horizon. If you think I did good, hit that like button. If you really think I did bad and you just hate this video, hit that dislike button. But if you do both, hit up that comment section. Tell me why. Let's talk music. I am more than willing to read your comments and respond to them. That is if you comment though. Now, if you are not subscribed to us and you want to stay up to date when we release all our videos, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon. Then you'll be notified when we release videos. We do release one every Wednesday, and if you do a special one here and there, you never know. If you are not following us on our social media accounts, what do you do? We put out killer content on each of our platforms. We got Facebook, which I got the emblem right here. The Twitter emblem is going to be right there, and the other emblem for Instagram is going to be right there. I have links in the description below. You just have to click on them and follow all our pages, like our pages, whatever. I also have a link to my personal Twitter down below, because if you want to follow me and talk music with me, great, let's do it. Lastly, if you have an Amazon Echo, Amazon Alexa, and you are not subscribed to the My Song of the Day Rock 2000 to Today Alexa skill, what are you actually doing? I put out a new song from a rock band that you're going to love from 2000 today, maybe metal, maybe post-hardcore, whatever. Every single day, it's new, it's fresh, and it's never going to get stale. So here's what I want you to do. If you're on your phone, there's a link in the description below. Click it. Your Amazon app will open, and you just hit enable skill, and boom, you have it. Or you can go to your Alexa device and say, hey Alexa, enable My Song of the Day Rock 2000 to Today Alexa skill, and boom, you have it. You want to listen to the song, that's what you do. Hey Alexa, play My Song of the Day. You get a quick intro from me about what the song is, maybe 4 or 5 seconds, and then boom, the song plays in its entirety. And once it's over, it's over. If you want to listen again, just say it again, and it will play it again. I keep them on there for 24 hours. Once that 24 hours is up, actually just a whole day, I put on a new song, and it just keeps coming. You'll get to know new bands, you get to know songs from bands you always knew, but maybe didn't know they had, and maybe you'll find something you like. If you want to talk about it, go for it, but please, 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 add that skill to your skill set, and thank you for doing it. And then that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. This is Kevin from the My Song of the Day Rock 2000 to Today YouTube channel. I end all my videos this way. See ya!